Respected Chair and other respected speakers on dais and my dear colleagues. So, Ms. Tripti was doing some sort of comparison of public library laws of 5 states in India. So, I also want to look into the comparison of the library legislation pattern in Indian states having the public library. So before that, I just want to look into the emphasis the national international agencies have given for the public library law. I may start with the, the quote given by the Edward Edwards, is the pioneer of public library in Great Britain. He summed up their built-in failure over 100 years ago. He was given the evidence to the Select Committee on Public Libraries of the House of Commons in 1849. So from that evidence we can get the emphasis and the need and relevance of public libraries. So the Edward Edwards given the evidence that new libraries should be formed in a Catholic spirit. They should be freed from all dependence, either in gift or in current subscriptions for their permanent support. New institutions and their management should stand entirely aloof from party influences in politics or religion. The maintenance must be by right levied on the whole tax-paying community and administered by its elective and responsible functionaries. This statement is very comprehensive. Everything is contained in that. The structure of the library authorities and the finance, everything is there. So whatever we are going to discuss is the details of these evidence given by Edward Edwards about 100 years before. Now, I just want to list the problems, the issues with the public library legislation, rather the pre-considerations that I want to just list and put it before you. So number one is the nature of the state itself and the place that the legislation takes in its structure. That should be the first consideration. Then the nature of the authority by which national government passes on its responsibilities. The third one, the constitutional rights of established organisms within a federal state where the doctrine of ultra vires not apply and local government may establish any service they are not specifically forbidden to do. Especially in public libraries may exist in perfectly legally by local legislation in Germany, Netherlands, and Belgium, where the decentralization is there. But this in turn will cause the difficulties framing a general law. A federal law will not be there because there is a local authority is given more consideration for running the libraries. Come to the Indian Panchayat Raj system of local government is a traditional form incorporated into the local government system of modern state, organized generally on the English pattern, characterized by decentralization with the local bodies with more independent powers as against concentration in French pattern. So now the other issue is education situation. We have to see the literacy right, etc. Then the language, book production. So what is the prominent language in which the books are abundantly produced? That also we have to look into. Then the population density and concentration. Then of course the tax structure at local and national level. Then whether any existing legislation is there or not, that also we have to take into consideration as in the case of Ceylon. Now of course the trained librarians and training facilities. The opportunities for training abroad must also be considered, but in countries like India and Pakistan, facilities for training and qualification are in advance of employment possibilities in the public sector. That gives the bad planning but wasteful public policy. The other one is to be considered is an integrated library service with the different types of libraries may be considered. But of course, it would tend to stifle the growth of public library service. So there is an obvious need for provision for cooperation and coordination, probably best organized around the national or state library. Another preconsideration is a central authority charged with carrying out the provisions of legislation is a modern device of government much used in developing countries. Now, should it be an independent body or one linked to or subordinate to a government department? Now, if education is chosen as the implementing and organizing department, then a section including trained librarians is essential with advisory and inspecting functions. For example, in India, about 19 states have the public library legislation, and most of these states have got the inspectorate or directorate. There may be an advisory body of state library council or board. There, the minister may be the chairman or president. In some cases, the minister is not there. For example, in the case of Kerala, that body is an authority and also advisory, that is an elected body from among the readers of the public libraries in the state. And the Minister for Education or any other minister doesn't come in picture. And there is also no directorate in the case of Kerala. The secretary is also an elected person, chairman is also an elected person. So it is highly democratic, but there is no content of professionalism or something like that. Now come to the permissive or mandatory legislation. Permissive legislation is of limited effectiveness, even when accompanied by financial inducements. But the provision should be made for progressive implementation at a rate to be determined by resources and other conditions already mentioned. Now come to the size of the unit, the local library unit. What unit, what size, and with what authority. The appropriate local authority must eventually be given the responsible place in any national scheme of book service. The roots of the service must be in the local community rather than in the state, regional, or national headquarters. Now come to the finance is another consideration we have to take into. Now, any unit at a local level must be a tax-raising body, and provision for funds from taxation at a national level must be written into any legislation. In a federal system like in India, another stage of financial support will be introduced. So what we notice in nearly all recent legislation is, number one, the search for a larger and more viable unit of service, which must be geographically and financially able to deploy larger resources for public library services. The other one is creation of a central advisory body to encourage improvement of public library services. Now, in most of the recent legislation, permissive legislation is replaced by mandatory legislation, especially in UK and other Scandinavian countries. The mandatory provision is not necessary since coverage is already complete. But in the case of Canada and US, though the provision is not mandatory, the problem is no longer one of the provision, but of viability. Now, in all the recent legislation, the intervention of central government, either at state or federal level, or both levels, has led to the setting up of a central body to guide future progress. The central library body may take many forms, either advisory or executive. The central library councils are an advisory in all Scandinavian countries and UK. They are consulted in all matters of importance to the working of libraries and give the right to initiate the representation. But in Ireland, Canada, USA, it can be said to be an executive body with potentially great powers. Now, another feature of recent library legislation is the provision of granting aid on a generous scale from federal or state to the local library fund to persuade authorities to improve their service and also to enter into cooperative agreements of some kind. Now, in case of Denmark, Finland, that means in all the Scandinavian countries, and also this granting aid is progressively increased, and also in USA, federal legislation provides grants to the local library authorities. But in the case of India, the federal support is very almost nil. But even it is said that in the case of Kerala, what happens, there is, the Kerala law comes under the Madras pattern of the finance, but there is a provision for, of course, cess, that is very narrow base cess is there. But there is a evading statement that not more than 1% of the grant allotted for the education should be given. So it may be less than. To what extent it can be even 0.25% or 0.05%, etc. So the finance is not guaranteed. A legislation should, of course, guarantee the finance. There are two things there. One is the local library authority, at what level it should be there, at a district level, or it should be at a taluk level, or even below that. So that's, the other one is the finance. So in the scenario of the world and library legislation, especially of the recent origin, we have to restructure the library legislation of the Indian states, giving more emphasis for the library structure and also finance. Thank you very much.